global grand challenge right now is to help more people find and pursue careers that they're passionate about. It's my biggest mission in life, and it's what I wrote my most recent Forbes article on. So my story is, after university, I jumped into the corporate world, and I immediately became very dissatisfied and depressed. And after researching this, I realized I wasn't alone, and actually over 80% of Americans are unhappy with their jobs, and the statistics are similar worldwide. Yet I couldn't figure out a way to find a job that would make me happier, because using things like career tests had brought me to the point where I thought that this job would make me happy in the first place. The fact that so many people are dissatisfied is terrible for the world. Low job satisfaction is highly correlated with anxiety, depression, heart disease, and many other problems that can also impact family and romance. The fact is, having unhappy workers means that there's less productivity. And in fact, America's disengagement crisis costs corporations over $300 billion annually in terms of lost productivity. Low job satisfaction also has a terrible effect on innovation. So if you look here, job satisfaction is at an all-time low, and below you can see the innovation rate, and you can see that they both start to decline at the same time. So how can we fix this problem? Well, also, how are we supposed to solve the world's greatest global grand challenges when the majority of workers are unhappy? And more provocatively, should we even care about saving the environment or extending our lives when most people are spending the majority of their time doing things they hate? The way we can solve this is through increasing employee engagement, and the number one way to do this is to help employees feel like they're making meaningful progress in their work. So first, what needs to happen is companies need to redesign their HR strategies. Google, Facebook, and others have started to do a great job of this by providing flexible and supportive work environments and allowing employees to design their jobs and then creating roles around them instead of trying to fit them into job descriptions. Then employees need to make sure they're finding jobs and companies that match their passions and skills. Right now, most recruiting is done based on skills alone, but this makes no sense because skills can be trained, whereas passion can never be forced. The way I did this was to shadow at 6 different companies, the ones on the screen. I wanted to know whether I wanted to work at a for-profit or a non-profit, or to start my own. And doing this, learning from them and also helping them, allowed me to figure out that I wanted to start a for-profit startup that helped other people figure out what careers they were passionate about and pursue them. And the way to scale this sort of validation of what you actually like using exponential technologies is through an idea that I've created, which is currently named Passion Portal. It leverages the trends of quantified self and social networking to allow individuals to create passion and skill profiles for themselves and find career matches based on this information. So starting in high school, when students are starting to think about their career and making course choices, they'd be able to rate their level of happiness and also their skill performance for a variety of different experiences that they have. And you can think of these on a range of information from less telling things, such as media browsing habits, to more telling information, such as satisfaction and performance in internships. And there's also the opportunity for companies to provide classes that give a better idea of what they're actually like once you start working there. This information, matched with an algorithm, will allow students to see what careers will make them happiest. It uses information from similar users and their ratings in happiness to figure out what their real predictions are instead of trying to make them up. Then the students can arrange shadow experiences with the companies, and companies will pay to have increasing levels of exposure and data on the platform, such as real-time information on employee satisfaction so they can make course corrections and design new roles. Once the corporations see that recruiting through passion matching leads to decreased turnover and increased productivity, this will become the dominant method of recruiting in the world and will attract many job seekers. Once we have more employees in the developed world passionate about what they're doing, there will be increased levels of happiness, decreased levels of health issues, and more attention to work on critical issues like solving poverty in the developing world and saving the environment. So the challenge I want to leave you with is to make sure that whatever you're doing, you're always passionate about it, and you help others to find the same. After all, our planet needs it. Thanks.